At the beginning of the story, Hayato Kasukabe returns from Tokyo after his grandma's death. He also inherits his late grandma's Café Familia. But since the cafe was not really profitable, Hayato decided to sell the cafe and turn it into a car park. Then, while visiting his old house, he was shocked to find 5 girls living there. At first, the girls thought he was a burglar, so one of the girls ended up knocking him out. Then the girls learn about Hayato's identity, but they were reluctant to untie him. Hayato also demanded an apology, but Ouka implied that she was still angry as Hayato saw them naked. Then Ami apologized for kicking Hayato so hard. Hayato asks who they are and what they are doing in his house. But shockingly, one of the girls, or Shiragiku, tells Hayato that they are his late grandma's family. Then Hayato got angry and said they were a family of 2 and now he is alone. Then Akane told Hayato that her grandma used to think of them as her family. She also mentioned that they have been working there and his grandma also provided them with rooms to stay. After that, they started to argue about whether they can stay there or not. Ouka started to scold Hayato for leaving his grandma alone for 3 years, and he didn't even attend his grandma's funeral. Then Hayato explained that he got into a fight with his grandma before starting high school, and he also mentioned that he didn't know anything about his grandma's death until the authorities notified him. After that, Hayato told them to leave. So the girls started discussing the situation. Then Riho came up with a plan. Hayato recalls his fight with his late grandma. By the way, if you are enjoying the recap, then please don't forget to subscribe. Then Ouka set their plan in action by offering Hayato dinner, but it didn't go as planned. After that, Ami tries to seduce Hayato by wearing a revealing dress, but she also fails miserably. Then Riho tells Hayato that the bath was ready, so Hayato decided to take a bath. While taking a bath, Hayato remembers a conversation he had with his grandmother, in which he expressed his desire to become rich. However, his grandmother disagreed with him, stating that she only needed a small amount of money. But soon, he realized that something was not quite right, as none of the girls tried to join him in the bath. Well, it was all part of their plan. The girls didn't do anything while he was in the bath, because they wanted Hayato to let his guard down, so they could easily execute their plan. Later that night, Riho decided to use drunk Shiragiku as a sacrificial lamb to make their plan successful. So Shiragiku tries to seduce Hayato. Meanwhile, Riho hopes that Hayato will soon show his true colors. She also decides to capture the act on video so that she can use it to blackmail him. That way, Hayato won't be able to kick them out. Side note, always be careful around girls, or you might end up becoming a victim of this kind of situation, and you will be blamed for the whole incident. Just don't become a scapegoat. But before Riho could record anything, Ami accidentally ruined her plan, and started beating Hayato. The next morning, a few potential buyers came to the cafe to inquire about the property, and the girls became sad. Then, one of the buyers purposefully tears down the Familia Cafe sign. Hayato suddenly recalls a memory from the day before the cafe first opened, when he stood with his late grandmother in front of the cafe. After a while, Hayato also remembers a moment from the past, when his parents died in a car accident. Then, Ouka makes his grandma's pilaf. While eating the pilaf, he got emotional and started talking to himself. Then, we learn that Hayato actually got into Tokyo University because of his grandma. Hayato also expresses his desire to show those people who disrespected his grandmother that they were wrong. Then, he finally decides to run the cafe, and the girls were surprised to hear that. Then, Hayato asks everyone to introduce themselves, and they do so one by one. After that, since they will be living together, Hayato decided to divide the chores. But almost all the girls, except for Shiragiku, were against doing chores. So Hayato got angry, and he also realized that those girls were useless. Then they started complaining that his grandma used to do all the chores. So Hayato questions the girls, asking if they were responsible for his grandmother's early death. After a while, he managed to get them to do the chores. Then he accidentally saw Ouka's underwear while she was cleaning the stairs. While cleaning the cafe, he saw the coffee mill his grandma used, and he remembers talking to his grandma about the mill. After that, Shiragiku invites Hayato for dinner. He implies that he will eat later, but she explains that they must eat dinner together because they made a promise to his grandma. While discussing their roles in the cafe, the girls ask Hayato to make some coffee. However, the coffee he makes isn't very good. Later that night, Akane makes some coffee for Hayato and herself. Hayato asks her to teach him how to make coffee. After some back and forth, Akane agrees to teach Hayato how to make coffee. Ami, who was naked, went into the bathroom while Hayato was taking a bath. She got angry and started beating Hayato. The next day, Hayato decided to meet their business partners and brought Riho with him. After the meeting, Riho scolded Hayato for not being considerate enough towards their business partners and questioned his resolve. Then, Hayato realized his mistake and apologized. Riho shows Hayato her underwear as an apology for being too harsh on him.
Oh my god!